Hey y'all, and thanks for coming through. I am Star. Of course, this is ascendstar Tarot, and this is going to be today's energy for around the 7th of December. So, keeping in mind, time is fluid, so they can resonate anytime around that date, anytime around that time, anytime in December. Um, so yeah, happy Monday to everybody out there. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. But with no further ado, let's get into today's energy. So today is actually a 5 day, and we know the number five is about change. Um, it's also about motion. It could very well be some of you could be doing some type of traveling today, thinking about doing some traveling. It's a number of freedom, like just wanting to get away. Of course, it's Monday, right? Um, for a lot of people, you just want to escape Monday, especially, like if you're in work or um, if you just have to get any kind of business done and you just have to deal with a lot of people. We all know what a Monday is like, right? So, um, yeah. With that being said, we when you think about the five, you also want to think about like the hierophant itself. It has a lot to do with tradition. It has a lot to do with education. It has a lot to do. Um, it could be, like marriage. Um, the Hierophant is, really a card of like a higher education, higher learning, a card of like philosophy. So there may be like a lot of life changes going on today, especially with, of course, this is Sagittarius season. If you're the Sagittarian, you know a Sagittarian, you're watching. Happy Earth Day to you. Happy solar return, however it is that you celebrate. But yeah, so this is a Sagittarius, and it's brought to you by Jupiter, and we know that is all about being able to balance out knowledge overall. It's being able to um, learn from what it is that you've done. Basically, bringing together what no longer serves you and where you're going. Is being able to balance all of that out. It definitely has a lot to do with your overall ethics and your search for truth, and that Hierophant has a lot to do um, with truth and knowledge. Because if you look at the Hierophant and you see a priest, then like you go to the priest for truth or to let your truth go. Or if you look at the Hierophant and you see an instructor of some type, like you're looking for a deeper knowledge or a deeper insight. For our moon today, we actually have Virgo. Wow, we have a Virgo moon, and that is brought to us by Mercury. Um, and Mercury is just basically it's that communication, it's being able to talk, it's being able to problem solve, it's being able to see your habits and being able to recognize them for yourself. Um, and because this is the moon, like it's your moon sign, it's showing those hidden emotions in your actual communication and where those actual problems are when it comes to communication. And then it's Monday, so it's even more moony. It's even more emotional. It's even more representative of like going through cycles, like going through changes. It talks about intuition, trusting your intuition. It shows your emotional attachments, like things that you're not quite able to let go of. And it may very well be um, due to things, like just the way you grew up. Maybe it's, your mindset and the way that you think. And I say that because, today is Monday. It is the day of our root chakra, and our root chakra is all about who you are and how you're grounded, and how safe you feel in your security. Those things take place, from young ages, from baby to like toddler. Like um, that's when those feelings are actually being formulated and being bought into life. So, um, feels like overall today, when we have Jupiter, Mercury, and then it's Monday and we're on this root chakra, it's a 5, it's a hard font kind of day. It's really just feeling like there's gonna be a lot of changes, um, and in motion when it comes to emotion surrounding like how you network, how you communicate, how you were taught to do so, or getting to um, how maybe some of that is like holding you back, or some of us have actually learned the lesson, so now we're actually moving into being able to communicate better. um, right, because like this is Sagittarius season, so we're learning to actually communicate better, which is definitely a great thing. So if you have made it this far and you have not yet, please go ahead, hit the like button. Please subscribe. Tell a friend if this resonates with you, whether it be on today, which is actually, what did I say? This is for the 7th. So, if this actually resonates with you around or on the 7th, let me know. If you come back and it resonates with you because we have this energetic lineup again, then hey, let me know that too. But I definitely appreciate you for making it thus far. So, energy is everything, it resonates with everything. So, here goes our tarot reading or our Tarotscope for today's energy. So we are actually coming in as the Four of Swords today. And the Four of Swords is basically saying right now, um, you are being very, very strategic about how it is that you move. Your movements are well calculated. It's like you have went in and you have recharged, um, and you're able to move in a better manner than you were before. Like I said, this Mercury moon is all about our thoughts and how we communicate. So it's like this Four Swords is coming here, and it's basically saying, um, you've learned, like you've put things together mentally, and now you're able to carry them out on a physical level. For some of you, because you have learning is definitely graduating, or you're finally at a point where you can finally rest. Like you're actually getting to the point where you can rest and you can retreat and you're giving your mind a break. So that is definitely, that's a great way to start the day off, especially on Monday. Whew, I get to give my mind a break on Monday. Okay. um so then we have here this Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is here. Of course, we see this man, he's standing here in front of the moon. It's a little cloudy, but he's going in that direction. That's telling me that you are trusting your actual intuition, the things that you have learned. Um, and it's almost like you're solving the problem of that overall emotional setback that you had before, the thoughts that had you, or yeah, the thoughts that basically had you in your head before. It's like you're coming out of your head. You know that it's like you've realized that whatever you're thinking and the way that you're thinking, it wasn't the right way to think. So it's like you have different perspective now, and it's not just different perspective, it's spirit perspective. You know, it's a 5 day. Five is a spiritual number because it's a number of freedom, and it's like mentally you're freeing yourself. Mentally, you're changing how it is that you go and you move about things. Now, some of you may be getting out of bad relationships, or you finally realize something and you're ready to walk away from it. For others of you, being that you're finally to a point where you're able um, to communicate, it's like um, physically you know what it is that you need to do, and mentally you're prepared to go out and do it, so your emotions are right there along with it. So now you're actually communicating more, you're actually doing activities now, or these activities are actually being presented to you now, um, for different things that you can do. And you're basically being inclusive, you're including everybody, whether it be at home or whether it be at work. Like, because you've learned to communicate, now you're at a point where um, it's like more people understand you. I feel like maybe there was a time where you didn't quite feel understood, but now you're feeling more understood, and it's showing. You're able to manifest that, okay? So that is definitely a great place to be. Now, let's see the other card that we have here. This is actually going to be our Two of Pentacles. Um, the Strength card is there, you know, because how I do, if it's your card, it's your energy, I'm gonna read it to you. That's what it is. But in the three card, the third position here, we have the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is basically coming in, and it's, you know, saying, hey, like, you have a very strong mind. Like, that force energy, you've rested, you've thought a lot, you've educated yourself, and now the Two of Pentacles is just basically here saying, um, you're able to get done what it is that you need to get done. It's saying that you think about things from so many different angles, um, that you're able to get it done. Like, you like to be hands on with things. Like, you're ready to build, you're ready to focus, and you really don't want to talk about it that much. Like, you're like, this is your show and tell right now. If you're starting a new business and that's what this has to do with, then this is basically saying, you're putting in the work and you're able to manifest. Like, if you know this is some grassroots business or entrepreneurship that you're starting up yourself, like, you have studied to basically show yourself approved, and right now it's all about making the connections that you need to make in order to make it happen. Now, I do feel like with this Strength card that's showing here, that spirit has definitely shown up for you. Spirit shows up all the time. There's not a day that spirit isn't there, but you know, sometimes, you know, they be over there, they be working a little harder for us than normal. So right now, like with this Strength card, it's basically saying that whatever it is that you're trying to do, or whatever it is that you are manifesting right now, not only will this work out good for you, but it's gonna be good for those that are around you as well. Um, for some of you, whatever it is that you're doing, the way that you're thinking, because I said it has a lot to do with, you know, like your childhood, how you were raised. I feel like now you're thinking different from those that are around you, and you're actually breaking generational curses right now, which is definitely a good thing. This is a general generational breaking kind of reading here, because your whole philosophy and your whole thought pattern is being changed right now. Um, so I definitely hope this resonates for you. If you have not yet, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because you don't want to miss tomorrow's energy.